Everybody, welcome on in. That's right. We're another week of the wonderful Tech Talk Live. And this week, we're going to discuss AI agents, not just any AI agents, the one from ChatGPT that came out last week sometime, almost about 98 hours or so. People were excited. They're pumped about this new technology coming into the wonderful AI space. For those who don't know, AI agents are tools that can be customized to you, not just a reactive tool, but more so a proactive tool. You can think of it as like a digital assistant. You go out, give it tasks, it go ahead and handles it. If it needs your help, it will tug on you and say, hey, I need your password. I need this. I need that to continue setting out that task. So we're going to go ahead and do some demoing for it today. Before we get into that, happy Monday. How you guys doing? Are we having a good time this evening? We're having a blast. We got King Semi with us tonight. We got Madden God in the building. Of course, we got White Wayne Brady as always. Everybody else hanging out. I sound nice and crisp. Love to hear that. That's what I want to hear. AI agents, am I going to lose my job? That is the main question people ask all the time. And Agent Newsom, I can tell you with 100% certainty, as of today, July 21st, 2025, at 8 p.m. Eastern, no, you will not lose your job. What's going on, Agent Newsom? How you doing? So that is the main concern when it comes to AI. A lot of people are turned away from it because they feel that it will come and take their jobs. No. So for those who weren't here last week, I kind of gave a brief introduction to who I am and why I'm not just some random guy on the internet telling you guys about AI. I've been in IT forever. Been in IT for over 25 plus years. I've been in multiple roles from help desk, junior system admin, IT project manager, IT manager, all the way up to CTO. And now, as of now, for the past 3 years, CEO of my own IT consulting firm. So I've seen a lot of things come, a lot of things go, but with AI, I think not only is it going to help grow you as an individual, it'll help you separate yourself from having to deal with the mundane tasks that most people deal with on a daily basis. And that's kind of my pitch when I talk to my clients and introduce AI into their company. Because what's happening right now is some people, not you in particular, but some people use ChatGPT or Gemini or any other, Claude, whatever they want to use, and they put company information in there to get certain information, spreadsheets, etc. And they're already using AI on that level to help them better, make them better. So why not introduce an agent, something that's more private, that's more secure? And again, to go back to the main question, it won't replace you. It will help you be more successful in your role and not have to worry about doing the mundane things that you normally accustomed to. So for example, if you're accustomed to, hey, you have to build a spreadsheet of, let's say, for example, finance, you have to go and give a budget for the beginning of the month, and it takes you 8 hours a day to do a budget for a whole week. With AI, that could be done in an hour. You overlook it, another hour, and that's it. So I think AI is just here to really help the humans, not replace them. Yes, Agent Newsom, you stay a human. That's correct. You stay a human agent. Don't you worry. The AI agents won't replace you. I promise you. Until Judgment Day. I mean, listen. We worry about the Matrix, worry about those films, maybe. But Sleeper, welcome on in. How you doing, buddy? Today we're not talking about that. Today we're far from that. A lot of things happened last week in AI, and I'm not going to dive too much into that. I do have a Tech Talk YouTube channel. If you guys would be awesome, if you guys want to hear some cool tech news, not like everything else, go ahead and do !AIYT. Go ahead and sub to the channel. I will be doing a breakdown of some cool AI items that happened this past week. I'll give you guys a little hint of something where, like, there's certain countries now that protect you against deep fakes. So that's pretty cool. See, people are looking out and making sure that AI doesn't go ahead and take over certain things. All right. But, enough of my face. I know you guys tired of seeing my face. We're going to go ahead and look at the new agent in all this glory. Now, you guys are here, and the whole task on this is to give you guys a brief introduction of what it does, give it some basic prompts, and then have you guys give it a prompt. Now, this tool is accessible to people who pay for ChatGPT, whether you pay a $20 one, whether you're on Teams at your job, or you pay the $200 one, which is for the pro, powerhouse users. Let's go ahead and dive into the tool, shall we? There we go. All right, so chat, you guys are always here with me. As always, my camera looks kind of brolic there. Let's go ahead and make it a little bit smaller so I'm not in your way. There it is. All right, there it is. All right, so we're here looking at the new tool. Now, of course, above my head is still that QR code. If you guys were here last week, you want to try out Lovable, which is an awesome, awesome AI tool that allows you to build whatever your mind can think about. And we have some free credits here. If you guys scan that QR code or click on the link down below, you'll be able to access that wonderful website and build something lovable. All right, ChatGPT agent. We're on the screen. This is what it looks like when you kick things off. We're going to use the basic agent, the basic ChatGPT agent. But keep in mind, guys, AI agents have been around for some time now. You can build your own agent using ChatGPT. You can name it what you want to name it, and you can make it, give it a personality so it knows who you are. All right. Welcome and thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. You can then do something as awesome as connect it to your items. So if you connect it to your Gmail, your calendar, your Canva, your Dropbox, or any of the other services that are here, so it will get to know you and know what you need. So every time you ask it a question, you don't have to get too detailed. All right. So we connected it to our Gmail and our calendar because what I want to do today is give it simple tasks like go out, check my calendar and book something on the schedule and then send me an email to remind me. I think that's one of the easiest prompts we'll start off with, something that's very simple. Okay. Simple enough, what I mean by is giving it something to do with my own credentials. Okay, we're going to give it something else to do without using any of my credentials, and that test, we'll see what happens. All right, so first things first, let's give it the medium task to do, which is, of course, use my calendar and my email to go out and find something, add something to the calendar, and then email me about it. So let's talk about, let's see. Rounded tech looks nice and crisp. I appreciate that. So let's talk about what's coming up in the future. As you guys know, I'm also Super Tech Guy, the gentleman that plays Marvel Snap. We have a new event coming up this Thursday. We also have Fantastic Four coming out this Thursday. I'm wearing the Fantastic Blue, just like in the background with the lights. So let's go ahead and look at okay, go out and search the best IMAX arenas in, let's go Long Island, right? Because we know that's what Madden God is. For Friday, July 25, for the new Fantastic Four movie. I want the best and most comfiest seats. So that theater should have all those requirements. Once you're done finding the theater, if I could spell, it would be great, but I'm not worried about that. Add it to my calendar to purchase tickets and send myself an email as a reminder. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix. I'm not worried about that. All right, guys. So this is basically the prompt we're going to do. A very basic one, kind of basic. Go out, search the best IMAX arenas in Long Island for this Friday, Fantastic Four movie. All right, I want the most comfiest seats. Okay, and all I need you to do is put it on my calendar when I should purchase the tickets, and then also send me a reminder in email. I understand and I trust it. So again, you guys see, because you have these connectors in there, okay, using only connectors needed for tasks, all right? Untrusted sites can still obtain your data. Agent mode is designed to respect your privacy, but malicious sites may trick you into sharing data. So keep that in mind as well. When connecting your items to, or connecting the agent to your email and your calendar, there will be some sites out there that might try to trick it. So make sure when doing certain things, you always take precaution. All right. I do understand. Now we're going to see the agent do its thing. All right. So it's thinking and it's setting up its own desktop, ladies and gentlemen. That's the crazy thing about it. Every time you use the agent, it builds its own desktop, and you can look in real time or go back and forth if you want to see the steps it took to go out and do said tasks. So as you can see, it built this desktop and knew exactly what I'm talking about. And now it's searching on Yelp and other places to find the best IMAX theater in Long Island for the movie. Now, this to me right here, guys, is awesome. All right. And mind you, we type that, we can actually talk to the agent if we wanted to. But the best part is, guys, we can get up, we can walk away, we can go do whatever else we need to do, right? Take care of other things, come back, and it will alert us what it's done. Like, that's the best part about this whole thing. It's not having to babysit it, not having to look at it, not having to oversee it or respond back to it. It basically takes the tasks that you gave it, does its research, carry out said tasks, and then reaches out to you only if it needs you, as well as when it's finished. Now, as you guys are seeing this, make sure you have your prompts ready. I'm going to pick somebody's prompt, as long as it's not something crazy, and we're going to use your prompt and see if it can do exactly what you want it to do. All right. So make sure your prompt does not include me sending out an email, but you can add them to my calendar if you prefer. All right. So make sure you guys do that. I'm going to pick somebody's awesome prompt, and that's what we're going to do. But like I said, looking at this, we can actually go back in time and look at when it started. Like, this is its desktop that it created just for this task. So that's huge in priority and security, because every time it does a task, it builds a new desktop. So nothing gets stored, nothing gets saved. You don't have to worry about your personal information being compromised. It does this task on a brand new spun up virtual desktop by itself. That's amazing. If you think about it, people who have been in IT, like myself, spinning up VMs, putting servers into a data center, spinning up VMs weren't that simple. You had to install VMware, do all this madness, make sure you have the proper resources. The fact that we've gotten to a point where AI can just spin up a virtual desktop right away is just beautiful. And based on what I've read, I'm assuming it is a Linux box, so not much resources is needed. But as you can see, it's still, look at this, it's going to Fandango. It's checking all these cool things. Now it's open up a third search result and looking for tickets. Okay, that's crazy. I didn't ask for tickets, but it's doing exactly what it should do, which is, hey, go to next step. Let me be proactive. All right. I know you asked me to send you an email for me to purchase tickets. How about I go ahead and do that for you? This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is the future of AI agents. Now it's using my connectors to do what it needs to do. It's checking available APIs. We'll search connectors for my calendar. This is amazing. All the things it's doing. Now, mind you, guys, I haven't done this offline. I'm doing this for the first time with you guys so we can actually see it. If there's any mistakes, any issues, we can go ahead and talk about it. So I'm doing this all for the first time. So it connected to my connectors. It's using the APIs to go ahead and add to my calendar. It's also going to send an email. Let's see what happened. I gather information. So Stony Brook 17, Madden God, you still in chat? I know you're from Long Island. Is Stony Brook 17 Theater a good AMC theater for IMAX? Let me know down below in chat. It made a mistake, and it said it made the mistake, and now it's going to try to fix the domain. Let's see what it does here. Did the page load? The question is, Stony Brook 17 is what the agent deemed the best IMAX theater in Long Island. All right, so it's going into, did it sign in for me? It encountered an issue. Interesting. So it's trying to sign in. I did give it a connector using an API. I didn't give it my credentials, right? Because that's one thing I don't want to do, and I don't think anybody should do, is give credentials or your credit card information to AI. Use the API connectors. That is the most best and safe way to do it. And if it can't do it through the connector, it is what it is. You don't think so? All right, well, we'll find out what happens once it's done. Okay, so look, so that's crazy that, all right, so if you guys understand what's going on right now, I'm gonna have to zoom in. Oh, you guys can see this, right? It basically said, hey, the API connectors aren't working. So what I'm going to do, let me turn this down to my ear, is I'm gonna get to a sign in prompt and have you sign in to continue the task. So let's see what happened. So did it do it? Next step for user. As you can see, because it could not do it itself, instead of it trying to brute force its way into my account, it now asks me that I should sign in. Now, I did get an alert on my phone from ChatGPT if I want to sign in. And I have to send myself one. Okay, so again, this is why we test these things out to see exactly what happened. So in my mind, I need to know why, and I'm going to keep this why it could not, even after I gave it access to my calendar and Gmail via an API connector. Why could it not carry out these tasks for me? Intriguing. But nonetheless, it did research a bunch of theaters, and for Friday, July 25th, most comfortable seating, by the way, most comfortable seating. You know what? Sure, it can. It can. You know what? We'll just ask it that. How about that? Can you create a game? We'll do solitaire. Now we know Lovable can do it. I want to see if the agent will do it. Now I just asked it a question. What I should do is tell it where to go. Because if I tell it to go to Lovable, I'm sure it will create it. But let's see if it does it by itself. I'm intrigued. Levittown is dope. I believe it. Okay, I would create a simple text base kind of like solitaire game using Python. The game would include 52 card deck. Okay, so it's going to do it based on that simple prompt. Can you create a game solitaire? And it says it's going to do it. It's opening up a new terminal once again. It's using Python. Okay, so Shulk, as you can see here, which blows my mind a little bit here, is the fact that it was able to go ahead with that simple prompt, build it, and give us a link that we can then download. Okay, run the script. So now we can actually download it and actually play the game in Python. Now, I'm going to say, Vic, thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate it, my friend. Welcome back to the Tech Squad. Greatly appreciate your support. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. Using Lovable AI. It actually codes. That's right. It actually codes. And that's the scary thing about this thing, right? It actually codes, and it code in such a quick way. So again, for all my devs out there, all my coders, again, you can utilize these type of tools to help you, not replace you, but to help you. I subbed offline. I had to cash in since you allowed. Man, I appreciate it. As you know, Vic, thank you. Having a fantastic Monday. How about yourself, buddy? Happy belated birthday, by the way. All right, so let's see. Worked for 26 seconds. Do you already have an account? Yes, continue. I'm intrigued to see what it does here. We do have a Lovable account. I guess if you guys want access to Lovable, it's right above here. You guys can scan the QR code. Let me see what it does here. Open, let us start and create a solitaire, sign in. Okay. All right, man. Have a good, safe journey, my friend. All right. So it won't let it proceed unless you sign in. Impressive. Impressive. So now it's giving me the option now to sign in securely. I like this. I just hope I remember my credentials. Uh-huh. Okay. That worked. The credentials worked. And now verification code. Oops. All right. Now I say finish controlling. And now it should do its thing. Had some caffeine super late, interested in how the rest of the evening plays out. I hear that, buddy. It is your birthday week. Please enjoy it. All right, so we took control, and we can go back and still take control if we want to. We're gonna let it do its thing. Go ahead and dismiss. Hit OK. All right, so now we ask it to make the solitaire. It's going to the prompt. It typed in what it wanted to do, and it's actually using Lovable right now, guys, to create the solitaire game. Let's see how it pans out. Ad starting in 58 seconds. If you guys want to support the channel, you go ahead and sub to the channel. If not, don't you worry. It's only going to be for 3 minutes. We're not going to do anything crazy in that time frame. We're just waiting to see if it can pull back and give us that solitaire game. Would you like me to publish to make the game live? Yes. Now, again, these prompts will come up. Like I said, you could be on your phone. You could be wherever you want. It will come up and let you know, hey, we need to do this. Yes or no. All right. So it says that it is published. Let's see if we can go ahead. Let me see. Do you have the published link? No problem. All right, so I'll go and get it myself. Just want to make sure. Just want to see if it goes that deep into it. So as you guys can see, the agent has its restrictions based on security, and I'm not mad at that because that's one thing people are very concerned about is security when it comes to these agents. And yeah, it would have been a big problem if it was just like, yeah, here's the link. I got into your program. Here you go. So I just wanted to test to see if it kept my credentials, and it did not. Okay, respect. Respect to the agent. For our next test, what we're going to do is we're going to do something very basic, very simple. We're going to plan a trip to St. Kitts Nevis. All right, let me go ahead and see what the solitaire looks like first. And in 48 seconds, we'll do that. "24 seconds." All right. You guys want to see what the AI went out and did? Let's take a quick look. Shulk, this is for you, buddy. Hope I pronounced your name correctly. But here you go. There it is. It built the solitaire for us. If I knew how to play solitaire, I mean, it's been a while. But there it is. It did build the app by telling that simple prompt, go ahead and build us a solitaire game using Lovable. It went and did it. That is indeed awesome, is it not? Again, we're thinking games, we're thinking anything else. This is a huge step in the right direction. All right, let's go ahead and ask it again. We are planning a trip. All right, here we go. Nightwind, welcome on in, buddy. So you detect it's hallucinating when you know you get back something that's incorrect, right? So if I said, hey, I want to take a trip to Nevis and it gave me Jamaica or Trinidad, I know when it's hallucinating, I will then kind of, what's the word? Like we did last week when we did with Lovable. We kind of broke down its logic. So we said, hey, what is your logic as to why you think this is what it is? And once it told us the response, then we're able to say, no, your logic is incorrect. Here's the correct logic. And then it went and checked itself. So that's how you basically do it Nightwing. When it starts hallucinating, you ask what the logic is as to why it gave you that answer. And then you have it go against its own logic and figure it out. Right. So this I did here is foolish of me. This was just ask it a question. I did not do the agent. Now, nonetheless, asking ChatGPT a question, you guys know how great it is already. I want the agent to do the thing for me. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. What am I in right now? Let's switch it to that. Go back to agent mode. And there we go. Again, it's setting up its own desktop every time you give it a task, which I think is pretty awesome. So nothing stays, and you don't have to worry about security issues. So here it goes. Now it's going to look for the best way to get to Nevis by plane first class. So it's doing its thing. And like I said, at any given time, you can pause it, you can take control, or if you want to go back and see in real time, all right, what did it start doing first? Okay, started doing this, started preparing that. And that's pretty cool. I really do appreciate it showing its work, right? When you're back in junior high school or high school and you did something on the board, teacher go, hey, show your work. This agent definitely does that. Yes, sir. So go, if you do exclamation mark AI YouTube, I'll do it right now. This is the channel that I will be uploading everything to going forward. Oh, I've been uploading to, I should say. And starting next week, I'm also going to be streaming to this YouTube channel. So we'll do both YouTube and Twitch next week. And yeah, I'm going to do a bunch of tech talk things, not solely on AI, but I'm kicking things off with AI. So last week we did Lovable, and I did put that VOD up. So definitely check it out, because Lovable, I think you would definitely enjoy, because again, you can build anything your mind can think about with Lovable. And if you want to use some free credits, I have a QR code right here to get your free credits and get started. And Lovable's last week video was pretty fun. People in chat. We built a game called Grape Gamba, which we all end up playing at the end of the stream. So Lovable is that great. It builds apps, websites in no time. What normally took me and other people that I know build websites or even web apps, when only took months to do, Lovable can do it in an hour, right? Or even less. Okay. So yeah, definitely making this a every Monday thing. So if you guys are in the chat for the first time, that's the plan. Every Monday we do a tech talk based on what you guys tell me you want to hear about. So I did a short on this last week when it came out, and they was like, hey, we want to see a demo. I was like, all right, tech talk this Monday will be about the wonderful ChatGPT AI agent. Now, while this is doing this thing, just to let you guys know, like I said, AI agents are out there. There are other AI agents. Are they relevant? Maybe not. This one is extremely relevant. You can also customize your own AI agent using ChatGPT. I have clients that I introduced them to AI agents before this came out, and I use something called NAN or NAN, or however you want to pronounce it. And that tool is super robust, super private, and I'll do a video on that one next. So maybe next week I'll go into that, because with that, we can also do cool things like build your own Discord bot, right? I know a lot of people who are watching might be from the Super Tech God stream, and they might want to do things like that, build their own Discord bot, so they don't have to worry about utilizing other tools. That's something we can also talk about. Or again, if you're working in a IT-based business and you want to be the rock star and you want to build private, secure AI agents, I'm telling you, next week's kickoff video is going to be awesome. CBLink, welcome on in, buddy. Now, of course, ask a question, but how different from ChatGPT chatbot? Okay, so the difference between this and that is ChatGPT chatbot basically gives you results. It's basically like a Google search, right? Or a search thing. It spits back information that you ask it. So I can show you exactly what I'm talking about with this. I said this to the chatbot, and it gave me images of Nevis. It told me, hey, check out TripAdvisor, try this place, try that. And it gave me a list of things for me to do. With the AI agent, it is now opening its own desktop, searching the web, finding the information. So basically what this does is it researches, does the task, and then complete the task, and then tell you about it. So that's basically the difference, okay? And the other major difference you could think about is this is more proactive, where ChatGPT chatbot is reactive, right? You ask it something and it says, here you go. And that's it. That's where it stops. At least with this, it carries on. And if you connect this to your, like I said, Google Calendar or your Gmail or even your Google Drive, and it gets to know you more, you won't have to tell it certain things. For example, you can say, hey, I'm gluten tolerant or not gluten tolerant. Every time you tell it to book you a restaurant, because it knows based on your Google Drive history, whatever the case is, it will know to only find you gluten-free restaurants. Where the ChatGPT chatbot will get to know you, but again, you will have to then take that next step to go and book that open table. This will do it for you. And that's kind of the major difference. Carrying out tasks, researching tasks, getting it done, and then prompting you once it's finished, where the chatbot basically is like, like I said, a Google search, like a encyclopedia, and it gives you information that you asked for. Hope that answers your question. Yes, exactly. So what I said in my short was we're almost at an autonomous way of living, because that's exactly what we wanted from an actual AI. And this is what AI agents do for you. So here it goes. It went out, it did the research. I can say, okay, because in this task, I didn't say book me a trip. I just said, I need to know. And it did the research itself. And now I can actually export this if I want to. Just welcome on in. It does the job for an API. That is correct. Great way, Pulse. Great Pulse Circuit. Great short to the point. It does the job of an API. Correct. So I told it, hey, I'm planning a trip to Nevis. I need to know. Give me the top things. As of July, so as of right now, not anything that was in the, back in the database, as of today. So it went on the web, it found out what cool things, how to get directly to Nevis, how long it will take, from where. It gave me a summary on where to stay. You understand? JFK, Connecticut, how to fly there, places to stay. It gives me all the awesome places here, okay? Paradise Beach in Nevis, the Villa Resort, places to eat. You got all these awesome places here. Restaurant 750, and the most fun activities hiking to Nevis Peak. This is all awesome things. Now, the reason why I picked Nevis, my family's from here, been here multiple times. It's a beautiful island. I highly recommend once in your life, you guys take a trip to Nevis. Mark 5, welcome on in, buddy. How are you? Hope everybody's having a good evening. So yeah, so that's with that. So Sleepy Link, we did this last week with you. Give me a prompt. Would you like this to do for you? And we'll make it happen. All right. We had it create a solitaire game using Lovable. Hey, go to Lovable and create us a game. And it did it. So instead of us, how we did last week, going to Lovable, typing in stuff and everything, we told the agent to do it and it did it for us. And like I said, so I connected my Gmail and my calendar. So I should be able to say, add this Friday at 2 p.m. EST on my calendar. Book a flight to Nevis. And like I said, the cool thing about this, guys, is it spins up its own virtual desktop each time. So nothing really gets stored. Grimshifter, welcome on in. Mark 5. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Works for 11 sec. I can add the event to your calendar lasting for an hour. Would you like me to go ahead and continue this? So that's the cool thing about this. So it's very secure. It's not going to go and just do things for you. I recommend not giving it your sign-in, not giving it credit card information. Use the connectors within the agent to do its thing for you, because that's where it's more secure. Whether you're using ChatGPT agent or you're using an N89 or N8N, you use the connectors to do the thing. So I'm gonna hit continue. Let's see what it does. So yes, doing good. How about you? I am doing great, man. Yes, we're talking tech. We're talking AI agents. It's a new thing from ChatGPT that just came out. AI agent's been out for a while. Like other companies been using it, even Copilot, Microsoft, but it's not as robust as ChatGPT's version. And so it came out last week. I did a short on it on my other YouTube channel, and people said they wanted to see a demo. So I said, all right, that's Monday's TED Talk. All right. So it opened my Google Calendar. I was waiting for the page to load. And let's see, but it's looking at Nevis Mail in the meantime. It opened a new tab. Current page isn't allowing me to navigate to browser. Okay. So this is something that happened. See, this is something that we're doing this live. I haven't tested this out. So it looks like it's having issues connecting to or using the API of my Google Calendar, which is interesting. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to, let's see if it does it. All right, so let's stop here. Let me log in. Sometimes I run RPGs and I ask you to come up with an adventure for me. Yeah, it definitely does that for sure. So I'm going to sign in. You know what? I'm not going to sign in. How about that? How about we're not going to sign in? Let's finish controlling. Let's stop it here. I'm not going to sign in. I want to know why the connectors isn't working. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT itself, why isn't the connectors working? And let's see what it says. The answer to the question, issues Google Calendar agent not working due to back-end misconfiguration. Either the Google Calendar create endpoint is not properly registered or the kind of functioning. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. So I'm not going to add anything. I just want to know why it wasn't working. It's the second time we tried it and it did not work with the connector. And that's fine. These things do happen. But in a perfect world, it should automatically add that to my calendar. The whole purpose of the agent is to be your digital assistant, right? That's the whole pitch for this thing here. Be my digital assistant. So clearly something is wrong here. Choose connectors to take care of. I wonder if it could send me an email. Let's see. Let me see. Who emails can I send this to? Oh, send an email to the supertechgod at gmail.com. And let's see what happens. So, Mark, last week we used an app called Lovable where we can create whatever we wanted to. And I forgot who asked, but we created an amazing D&D website. Like it was so good. It was very crazy. Super awesome. Yeah, that was you. That's right. That was you. Did you end up using Lovable to do something else with it? Guys, I think we still have that. We still have it up too. Yes, it's very cool. We'll get back to Lovable in a second. I just want to see why it's not opening my email. Okay. So again, something's going on with the connectors. Totally understandable. Of course, I didn't try this beforehand. Like I said, I'm doing this live with you guys, see what issues come up that you guys might come up across. And to me, the best bet would be to disconnect the connectors and re-add them and see if it works. Because it shouldn't take us here for us to sign in. It should automatically be able to send an email with the connector. So let's stop it there. Let's go back to the agent mode. Let's remove these connectors. Actually, let me go here. Yeah, everything looks good. Just going to disconnect it. Okay. Nope, we're not connecting that back again. Let's disconnect this as well. You super busy work last week? All right, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get it done. That's what I'm talking about. All right, chat. Anything in the agent you would like me to do? Again, we could do something as cool as research. Let's see what it does for us. The top, let's go top 20 Marvel Snap content creators along with and create a spreadsheet with their Twitch or YouTube channel and their favorite deck to play. I would like to see it figure this out. Y'all ready for this, chat? I know for a fact I'm not in the top 20, but I would like to see who they think is on the top 20. That would be impressive to see here. All right, so let's open up a browser. It's now searching. Let's see. Marvel Snap content creators list. Let's see what it pulls. Marvel Snap last 7 days stream. So it's looking at the last 7 days streamed as well. Again, see, and look at that. Look at that, guys. Like that right there is impressive. It is using all the websites and tools that it can gather to get that information, starting with their streams, the top 20 last stream, Marvel Snap. Then it's going to the YouTube channels. It just pulled up Cozy. Interesting. And the cool thing is, you guys, you can go back and see exactly what the agent is doing, right? Or you can watch it live. Like, that's amazing. So like I said, while we're doing this, you guys think of a prompt that we should use. Again, let's keep it as clean as possible, please. What prompt you think we should use that you guys would want to use? You having your lifestyle, you want something to be done for you, a task that you may have an assistant that would have done it for you. Let me know the prompt and we'll make it happen. It looks for K and Best. Now trying to find K and Best favorite deck. Now, cool part about all this too is, guys, like I said, you can do this. Get up, go have coffee, go ahead and sip, right, Mark? Do whatever you need to do. It will alert you once it's done. So, like I said, in a very serious use case for those people who work in finance, those people who work in corporate, and it takes them normally 8 hours to put a budget together or 8 hours to gather some information. You can now have your agent do this for you. Go and do something else. And that's kind of what I am trying to tell everyone. This is not here to replace any humans. It's here to take away some of those mundane tasks that you do so you can focus on other things. All right. I can only imagine if I had this tool back when I was doing KPIs for, the high-end retail store I was being the IT manager for. Like, I had to get KPIs to show foot traffic with what was purchased, with who connected to the Wi-Fi, with, what websites they went to, did they join the Facebook page? Like, those were all data everywhere that I had to come together and either build a script to pull them together or get them manually and then compile a KPI report for the month and do month to month. And that took time, right? Now, could you imagine if I had this back then? Oh my goodness. All right, we'll use that prompt. There we go, Nightwing. Thank you. Okay, anybody else? Let me know. I have this prompt copied and ready to go. Like I said, for those who are here for the first time, we are doing this every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next week, I'll be streaming here and on the AI YouTube channel. But for tonight, we're streaming here live. And like I said, next week, we'll figure out what the topic will be. But tonight's topic is this. And then we're going to go over to VEO. VEO3 is a new video service from Google. Now, it's been out probably for a month now. I believe if you are a student, you get it for free. If you're not a student, you got to pay the $200 or $150 a month to actually utilize this tool. Now, VEO3 is so good with voice and sound that I think it is the best video 8-second AI generator out there. So we'll dive into that next afterwards. And again, I'll be putting together a news brief every week of what's happening in the world of AI or in the world of technology in general. Like I said, for those who just came in, I've been doing IT for the past 25 plus years, from help desk, system admin, IT project manager, IT manager, CTO, all the way to being my own CEO for my IT consultant firm, which currently I've been, not currently, but before that, I went and got my Google AI cert a couple months ago. And I've been deploying private secure AI agents to my clients. This is before this came out. And I know a lot of my IT buddies and friends aren't in this space yet. They're still focusing on the main IT goals that they've been doing. So I wanted to kind of bring this to light and show everybody and talk about it, so they have something they can look back to and go, hey, this is awesome. I could probably implement this as well. And also to you guys who work in companies that are probably doing manual tasks that you feel, hey, maybe we should get some type of AI to help out. So this is the reason why I wanted to bring this up, especially for this episode. All right, so we're watching all this. Again, we could be doing other things. So if you guys prefer, let's do that. Let's do some other things while we wait, while this is doing what it's supposed to do. So this is a solitaire game that the agent created using Lovable. All right, so we can go ahead and we're going to go to Lovable ourselves. Lovable AI. It's crazy that Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away, guys. Like, that's blowing my mind right now. Me and my brothers used to watch a lot of the Cosby, my father, my mom, my aunt, and it's just, that was crazy to see today. Welcome on in. Bashi, how you been? Welcome back, buddy. Hope all is well. Sorry to bring up sad news during this time, but I just saw it again in the article, so I want to say about it. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Sleepy Link. I'm using N8N right now, and it's been phenomenal. Yeah, he was young, 54, man. That's still crazy to me that that happened. I still can't believe it. Yeah, I see him all typing stuff wrong. The super tech. Yeah, this is just the super tech. I left out God. Yeah, that would do it. Okay, let's verify. We love MFA here, guys. Big fan of MFA. If you guys want to use a tool to protect your Facebook, Instagram, whatever you use. I did this for my mom almost 4 years ago. I use an app called Authy. Authy is a phenomenal app. I'm not sponsored by them. Maybe I should be. I recommend Authy to everyone, my clients, my mom, my family. So I'm telling you guys right now, go ahead and check out Authy. So this is the D&D campaign that we made last week. For those who are here right now, it built this from scratch, which was pretty awesome. With a very simple prompt too. It was, I want to build a web app that create and track D&D using the image that we had uploaded. Oh, why wouldn't it show me the image? Here it is. So we used another app called UX AI Pilot, and we say build that. We just gave the very simple prompt, and then we took this image and put it in Lovable, and it built it, which is bananas. Nonetheless, I know we're back in Lovable again. Don't you worry. Let's go back here and let's build something else. All right. Anybody wants to build a web app? Tell me the prompt. We'll do it right now. Here's a game that we built. We built Grape Gamba. Actually, what am I doing? Let's go to the website. Hold on. grapegamba.com. We built the website last week. We actually published it using an actual domain. We had some issues with it, so we had to, okay. Again, and I spelled my name wrong. supertechgod@gmail.com. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I know the password. Nope. Okay. All right. So it doesn't look like we're playing this game right now. Let's go ahead and see what's going on over on the Marvel Snap research that is doing here. Or again, let's build something. What do you guys like to build with Lovable while we wait? Any prompt. We'll type it in right now. Come on, chat. I know you guys got ideas. I mean, you don't want to share your ideas. You worry about somebody taking them. I get it. Give me something basic. Give me something that you would want to build and see if this can actually do it. If not, I'll pick one. All right, let's see. Let's see what kind of app we can build. What kind of web app people want to see right now. a, let's see, build a music. No, you know, I thought about the other day. And let's see what it does. All right, Nightwing, have a good night, man. I appreciate you, buddy. Yes, thank you. Make sure you guys hit that link, subscribe to that channel. All right, so I always thought about a place you can go ahead and search for whatever movie, and it tells you what streaming service it's on. All right, so let's see if this can build something to that effect. Dark theme, vibrant. Yeah. Do all the things. I give you a nice simple prompt. Now you guys get as detailed as possible. The goal about using AI is prompt. Your prompt game need to be up there, right? Be as detailed as possible to get exactly what you want. We're not being detailed on this one. I just want to see what it tells us once we go ahead and say build us this app. Robo, welcome on in, buddy. How you doing, my friend? Find the low market cap AI companies of potential that will be that I want. Okay, hold on one second. Somehow find out the low market cap AI companies. Yes. So we can go ahead and use that in our agent. So let's go ahead and go back to Google. All right, it's still doing the top 20 Marvel Snap wonderfulness. And it found It's Guess Gaming at one of the numbers and is looking for one of his lists. That's impressive. All right, we'll let it do its thing there. And like I said, it'll prompt me once it's done. Let's go ahead and do Robo's thing here. We'll go into agent mode and we'll tell it to do that. Here we go, Robo. Let's see what we get. Using AI to invest in AI. Skynet, here we come. For those who are not my age, Skynet was the wonderful in Terminator. Yes, it was in Terminator. I understand you. Okay, I understand what you're looking for. Low market AI should have potential. I cannot provide direct stock picks for financial advice, but I can research and summarize them for you. All right, let's do that. Shall you proceed? Yes. You heard Robo? It can't give you any financial advice, but it can research them for you. So let's see what happens. This is the prompt. Can you help me build an Android app? I want to generate an app. We use Spotify to begin play my workout playlist. Quick button from home. Build. I'm using. Oh, really? All right. Let me Sleepy Link. Join the Discord. Click on AI, and we do have some. We do have a channel where you can go ahead and show some of your stuff if you want to show your prompt, etc. It's interesting. It can't do that. Oh yeah, it's definitely going to Google it for you and it's going to put it in a document for you. So it's going to give you a spreadsheet or a list of everything that they feel is the best AI companies to invest in, but it cannot do it for you because with ChatGPT, if you guys use other AIs or other tools, you'll see ChatGPT has guardrails. They have some serious guardrails. All right, awesome, Sleepy Link. Appreciate you. So that's why I can't do it for you. Maybe some other agents can, maybe some other AI agents, but I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to be a financial advisor either. But yes, ChatGPT has serious guardrails. Again, they try to keep things very secure and very, you know, non-intrusive, non-abrasive. I don't want to talk about another one, Grok from Elon's side. That AI does some crazy things. I don't know if you guys seen. They also have two new AI avatars. One of them is super lovey-dovey, and one of them is super mean. So if you guys want to talk to an AI avatar, and you want to feel loved, or you want to feel um, non-love, check out Grok. So yeah, Robo, as you can see, it opens up its own virtual desktop. You're in IT, so I can speak this with you and you understand exactly what I'm saying. It opens up its own AI desktop, own VMware. I'm assuming it's using a Linux box because they spin it up every time you ask it to do something. It spins up its own box. So it looks like it does a nice, you know, Nice, not inexpensive, low resource intensive OS, which I'm assuming is a Linux box, and then you can go ahead and scroll through and go back and forth and see it. You can also stop and take control and see the browser where it's at. XAI is going to be a huge moneymaker, though. Yeah, Robo, I believe that. I'm not doubting that at all. So it's doing its thing. Like I said, the cool part is it will tug and say, "Hey, I'm ready," or "Here, this is what you should look at," or here it is. So it's going to give you. That's the cool part about this. It's going to tell you when it's done. Probably Alpine. You could be right. 1000% April Fools. 1000%. I know it's using something because it's spinning up every time and it gets rid of it, right? So we did a test to see if it kept the data for my Lovable, and it did not. When we did another task instead of use Lovable, it wanted me to log in again. So it is accurate in that it doesn't keep any information. Like I told everybody, use the connectors if you wanted to send an email on behalf of you, if you wanted to add things to your calendar, you should definitely use the connectors. Do not put your credentials in because, again, this is a new technology, and with new technology comes new scammers. You already know there's scammers sitting out there waiting to send AI agents, especially this one, to their fake website where you sign in and they get all your credentials. So again, always use the connectors, guys. If the connectors don't work, tough. All right, here we go. Low market cap AI companies with potential. Robo, here you go, buddy. Here is all the AI companies that you wanted to know about. All right. I can then share this. There it is. I'm going to download this, Robo, as a PDF. Okay, PDF won't work. Can I do a doc? Doc won't work. Can I copy the link? Link is copied. All right, what does the link take us to? Okay, again, why can I not save this? All right, let me say, make this a. You want to find out if that's true? You want me to ask it? I mean, I believe that fact, though, Robo. I really do believe that. All right, let's see what it's doing there. Let's get rid of Great Gamba, and let's see what this came up with. All right, so it came up. So it just makes sense. You would have to get an API key from whatever TMDB database, which makes sense. So it knows exactly what movie and TV shows and where they're located. And then you can add it to the app, and then you'll be able to search and find out where the movies or TV shows are that you can actually get it streamed. All right, let's ask it, see what it says. All right, here's your PDF. And that downloaded. All right, Robo, I'm sending that to you. Let's ask it a question. So without the Cold War, microprocessors likely wouldn't have been prioritized until the 1990s. Okay, so that makes sense. Alone with that line makes a lot of sense. So when we will basically, mobile phones might appear in the early 2000s instead of 1980s. Smartphones could have been in 2020 instead of 2007. Well, there you go. TLDR, without the Cold War, we likely wouldn't have internet, GPS, or smartphones. There it is. Yeah, there it goes. 10 to 30 years later. Holy crap, guys. Holy crap. That's bananas. That right there is bananas. All right. So something, oh, the market cap is done. Let me see if the Marvel Snap stuff is done. I know that was going to take the longest. Wow, it's still doing its thing. For the top 20 Marvel Snap content creators and their favorite decks. We would have been old as hell. Oh man, in technology, we would have been. I wonder if Japan would have still been fine though, right? Let's see what is going on here. The Marvel Snap creators, is that still going? I guess it's still going. Okay. Facts. Wow, it's actually going to Snap.fan to pull up Dara's and Pawnee's deck. This is interesting, guys. Interesting. I want to see how long this task is actually taking. Or I want to see how long it is when it's finished. All right. So what we did was we said research the top 20 Marvel Snap content creators, create a spreadsheet with their Twitch or YouTube channel, and add their favorite deck to play. I want to see if the agent actually pulls this off because this would be super impressive. All right. While we wait for that, while we let that rock out, now we get to some fun things to do. So let's go through everything here. Can this read Twitter, or is that banned? No, I believe it can read Twitter. We're gonna find out. Let's do it. What do you want it to read? What Twitter account would you like it to read? Can you check out Robo Plays X.com account or X account and tell me what his best post was in the last 6 months? Again, because it's the agent and it's not the chat bot probably can't do it. But the agent will set up a desktop and it will actually go and look for that. You get what I'm saying? So let's see if I'm assuming it will be able to go for Robo's Plays and look it up. That's my assumption. Is your name not Robo Plays on X? Because maybe it's not. Ah, okay. So then I might have to tell it Robo Show. Let's see if it finds it by itself. Let's see if it finds it by itself. Bell Labs developed recording magnetic tape back in the 30s, but silent because they were afraid that answering machines would impact phone businesses. I believe there's a lot of tech like that currently in this day. So I believe that a lot, April Fools. I believe that to the max. All right, so it found the Robo Show. The question is Robo Show private? Doesn't look like it. So it found it without me having to do anything, without me having to tell it the updated name. I said, give me Robo Plays. It found the Robo Show. It's looking through your profile, and let's see if it gives us the best in the past 6 months. I will be impressed. But again, this is some of the things you can think about with an agent. Is your digital assistant. So if you have something that you need to do or get done, you just tell it and it gets it done. Dead Man Falcon, welcome on in, buddy. I am in my element. I love technology. I love the advancements of technology. My biggest thing, however, is to keep technology very secure. Like my first mind is to go, don't click on that link. Use MFA. Don't sign in. Use API connectors. So that's where my head is at with a lot of this stuff. But, seeing what it's doing, like I said, I used to do KPIs and had to track different data, foot traffic, Facebook clicks, all this madness. And the fact that this is now, that could do that for me in seconds is crazy. This is located in the data center. I would assume we can ask wherever OpenAI data centers are. I'm assuming San Francisco. That's where my head is at. That would be my best guess. Well asked though. And the best part of AI is to help get ideas. It can expand. Correct, Robo. And that's my whole pitch. This is the good side of AI. Helping us not have to do mundane tasks, but give us the information we need that we can then go ahead and become better, right? You know, like my quote for this right now is stop Googling and start delegating, right? Because again, we will Google what's the best thing to do this, what's the best way to get here, what's the best movie theater here. No longer should we have to ask and Google those things. We could tell our agents, hey, go research the best movie theater in my area, and if they have any available times for Fantastic Four, buy 2 tickets and check my calendar to see my availability. That is what I'm talking about. That is where we need to be. Not asking Siri, not asking AI, not Googling what is the closest best movie theater next to me and having to do the mundane task. You get what I'm saying? It definitely can do that. It definitely does ask questions you can't think about. So Robo, it looks like it found your thing. And it's going through a bunch of your stuff here. I'm still, and I was using cursor. Okay, I'm intrigued to see what it finds. Again, we don't have to watch this, but we are, because I want to see the time it takes, what's taking so long, what it's doing. It is definitely, you saw the T Stalker, right? It came up, it said T Stalker. All right, the Marvel Snap content creators are done. It just gave me a tug and said, here you go. All right, so let's look at the Marvel Snap creators and see what came up, shall we? Oh, did I click on that wrong? Here we go. Marvel Snap creators. All right, here we go. Understood. All right, here we go. So it gave us the spreadsheet. Let's go ahead and download the spreadsheet and let's take a look at it. All right. So what I'm going to do, chat, is I'm going to open up a, actually, no, I'll just add it on the screen so you guys can see what it did here. Nothing personal showed up here. All right, cool. All right, let's take a look. Quantum computers will make this go way faster, but again, you have to pay for that service. That's when things will get expensive. Not Google, AI services is kind of crazy right now. Like $200 if you want the pro version of ChatGPT versus $20 when you get X, Y, and Z, right? Same thing with Google. $20 for Google Plus, Gemini Plus. For Gemini Pro is like $400, $300. Like it's crazy the prices that we're going to see when these things happen, right? So quantum computers, we're going to pay $1,000 just to get regular AI love. All right, so here it goes. This is what it gave us. I will zoom in for all my blind folks, just like myself. All right. So I gave it the prompt. Research the top 20 Marvel Snap content creators, create a spreadsheet with their Twitch or YouTube channel and their favorite deck to play. So it went based on the last whatever days and the numbers on Twitter or YouTube. Here's what it gave us. So it gave us the creator, it gave us the platform, it gave us their channel, and it gave us their favorite deck. So Dex's favorite deck is C3, it looks like. Jeff Hoagland is Ceratech, KM Best, Big Dumb Thanos, Binks, etc., etc. Guess is Cerebral 6. I'll be impressed if that is guest favorite. We know that's Sizers. Maybe that's Jeets. I don't know who Heavy Live is. Shame on me. We know Dara, we know Pawnee, we know Nina, we know Razor. All right, here it is. 50K will be worth it. We'll see. But nonetheless, there you go. We gave the agent a task and went and did it. I'm wondering if it's still working on Robo's item. Because that's what blows my mind. Check best posts. Sure is. Okay, I just saw Robo's X account. Knitter? Oh, the hack hack Bitcoin 50K will be worth it. You know what? You're absolutely right. That list is suspect, and that's what we have to go and check. So we can go back to it and say, hey, where did you get this information from? Or we can look at the computer and check it. So we know the beginning process of it. It went and looked at the last set of streams and what their numbers were. So we could ask it, where is it getting those numbers from, right? So we know it did that. $100% April Fools. It would definitely go to 0. What is it right now? I think it's like 120, right? Did it not break the... It's at 117 right now. We 116. Imagine buying Bitcoin 10 years ago, even 7 years ago, 5 years ago. People thought it was going to be nothing, and look at it right now. It's crazy. It's bananas. I don't know what this is. It's doing its thing. This is why we let it do its thing and we go on to do other things. Because if I had to take my time to research Robo's top 6 tweets and which one was better in the past 6 months, yeah, this is not happening. All right, so it's looking at a bunch of things, and I guess it's trying to figure out how it can say which is best, which is not best. Let us do its thing, and let's move on to another topic. Anybody else has any other prompt they want to see if the agent can do? Let me know, and we will make it happen. If we have no other prompts for the agent to look at. I mean, I thought somebody else had another one. Let me see. Nope. No other agent. Remember looking at 2007, I was too lazy to figure out how to create a wallet. It's crazy, April Fools. I did it back then. Make your winning Marvel Snap deck. Let's do it. I even have it on my Instagram. I got this USB from eBay to mine it. And I did. Like, I did the whole process, mined it, plug into the computer, do its thing. And I'm not gonna lie to you, a year later, that computer crashed on me, and I didn't care about anything. And I think I threw the whole thing out. Foolish me. I'm telling you that right now. Foolish me. I don't know how much Bitcoins I had. I have no idea, but it is what it is. I'll take that loss. I was just testing things out, because back then that was the cool thing to even try, to build the wallet, mine the Bitcoin, and all that hot stuff. And I didn't take it that seriously. And there it goes. All right. Let's use the agent. Research the current Marvel Snap meta and build me a winning deck. Winamp, stop right now, bro. Winamp. Bro, you're too young to be talking about Winamp. You're a baby, bro. How y'all here talking about Winamp and LimeWire and all that stuff? Also, he had the Bitcoin from that. That's amazing. All right, so as you can see, it built up. It's going to Marvel Snap Zone to see the top 10 Marvel Snap decks today. Okay, I got something here that says Robo's post is complete. Let's go ahead and check out what it did for Robo. Worked for 11 minutes. Robo's, okay, mostly commentary on Marvel Snap retweets. Enjoy 6 months clip. So this a clip by Haspause showing streamer eye speed protecting the female. Whoa, I'm confused. I'm very confused right now. Oh, you retweeted this, Robo? Is that what you did here? Is this accurate, Robo? Let me know. It says you retweeted something from HasPause showing iSpeed, and that got the most comments on it. Is that accurate? IRC was the truth too. You don't think so? It says you in the last 6 months, you retweeted this. I think the variants will end up being probably in the vault or will show up for tokens. I'm not sure yet, Joss. I will ask that question though. That is my question for tomorrow. They might. Yeah, I believe that, Mark 5. All right, so looking at this right now, it's still trying to build a deck for you. Let's see what it does. Yeah, just dropping by. I'm assuming that they will be either in upcoming events or will be, like I said, in the. We have to think about all the other variants that were in the other limited time game modes. So if we think about what's that mode called that we just played, Sanctum. Those variants showed back in Sanctum. I don't know if they ever were in a vault because I don't have vaults. I don't get vaults because we have all the variants. But it showed back up in Sanctum. So I'm assuming they will show back up in the next version of the Grand Arena. Robo with the 25 months. Welcome back to the Tech Squad, Robo. I appreciate you. What happens to the portal pool variants? What do you mean? The portal pool? You talking about the ones of Sanctum? Ads starting at 57 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to not have ads, of course, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you don't want to subscribe, I totally get it. You can use your Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe to the channel. If not, we're going to go wait for 3 minutes and be right back. I mean, we could try that. Like, those are annoying because they're not guaranteed when you're going to open them. Oh, no, I agree. I do not like, well, I don't have votes, but yes. I did recommend them doing something different with Volt. So let's see what happens. You know what, Dark Mogul? I like that. And I think we will do that. I think we will use AI to predict the next OTA changes and see what it tells us. And let's see if it was right. You know what? We should make that a thing. I'm so down to do that. Every start of the week, so Wednesday we'll do it, or Tuesday, we'll do Tuesday. No ads for me, that's right. All right, so look at this. It's looking at decks for you, Mark 5. It's looking at an Arisham Thanos. Oh boy. Oh boy, Mark. Arisham Thanos? Please don't give Mark that deck. It checks, well, yeah, it checks overall. So what I need to do is be more specific and say your personal tweets, not retweets. Again, we gave it a very granular topic. We gave it a granular prompt. That's why I said when it comes to prompts, we should definitely be more specific. Wow, breadsticks with the wonderful 21 months. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome back to the Tech Squad, my friend. You are a VIP in my heart. Thank you for that. And for all my VIPs in chat, don't forget, we do have a VIP section in the Discord for you guys. We have a VIP lounge for you guys, just for you guys to hang out. And of course, we have an AMA section, which is Ask Me Anything, guys. So go ahead and make sure you guys use that. We do have the lounge that we can get on chat and just hang out and talk. So again, shout out to my VIPs. I really appreciate y'all. No problem, Mark. Do your thing. Is it building it? Because that would be impressive if it builds it with the deck builder. That would be the impressive thing. All right, we'll wait for ads to be complete. Don't forget, guys, again, if you want, please help support the new YouTube channel. It's going to be strictly about AI and technology. If you guys want to see some cool shorts, some cool weekly news about AI and technology. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel. We'll have some fun over there talking about stuff that, I've been doing for the past 25 plus years. So go ahead and check it out. Yes, VIPs. That's right. He still does. Come on. Come on, Robo. Come on. So, like I said, we look at what's happening during the week of technology, AI, what's happening, what's coming out, and we will talk about it on next week's wonderful episode of the Tech Talk. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, of course, leave a comment down below. Let me know. I'll make sure that's something we bring up for the next episode. We got some crazy news that happened. So again, I'll do my short on that, and you guys can check it out. That's a better question, Robo. That's a better question. All right, once the ads are over, we're going to go on to our other topic. While it continues this, again, is there any prompts in chat you guys want me to add? Please let me know. I'll make sure to go ahead and add it to the wonderful agent. So what we're also going to be showing is next week, I am going to be making a Discord bot using an AI agent, not ChatGPT, an actual more private one. So if you guys want to see that, I could just make that a video if you guys prefer. Let me know down in chat. Or if you guys want to come and hang out and watch me build it from scratch, it should be a fun time. Think you can get into this to make you a Marvel Snap bot that doesn't play America Chavez on turn one? Maybe. Maybe we can. That'd be nice. Because definitely, the bots always play Chavez on turn one. That's hilarious you even said that, because it's true. All right, we're back from ads, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next topic for this evening. As you guys can see, that's Google VEO 3. Now, the way VEO works, especially the new model, this is one of the best in its class of AI. It can generate a 4K 8-second video with accurate sound and voiceover. Okay. Now, to get access to this, you either have to be a student with a student login and you get to preview it, or what's going on, Gloomy? Welcome on in. You can spend the $150 or $200 per month to get access to it. There are other ways to get access to VEO. Again, you can do some research on it. You can ask your agent to do some research and find out. I did get my Google certification a couple months ago, and I was able to have access to this wonderful tool called VEO 3. Now, we can do some cool things with it. Again, chat, I'm going to ask you guys to give me a prompt. But again, let's keep it clean. And let's see what cool videos can we make with VEO 3. Chat, any prompts? Let me know. If not, I'll make up a prompt myself. Spider-Man playing sax on top of an airplane. Okay. Let's see if it takes that, right? Because Spider-Man is an IP. Let's see if that works. And we're going to use Flow to create it. So we use VEO 3, and we're going to say, can you make Spider-Man playing a sax on top of a plane? All right. Let's see what we get. Once it's complete, we'll go ahead and pause the music and make it happen. This looks amazing. This is going to change a lot. So another thing I'm going to mention in the news short I'm going to put out tomorrow is that Netflix did a whole scene, a whole CGI scene using AI, and nobody realized it, and it saved them a ton of money. So again, be on the lookout for that short tomorrow. You guys are going to find out what studio, what movie, and what scene. So pretty interesting. You can upload your own content. Yep. You can upload your own image. You can upload your own video if you want. Yes, you can upload your own whatever, and it can make the video for you, the 8-second video. Doing it with VEO, you can extend it so it will continue it on, but it won't have any sound for the continuation. Or you can say, I forgot the other prompt, and it will have sound for you. So there's many ways to do it. So, all right, so it looks like it's done. It did give us a Spider-Man. Okay, let's go ahead and play the video and make sure you guys can hear it. Let's see. Hold on, let's make sure you guys can hear the sound, because that's interesting that it did it. Okay, Edge sound. Here we go. And let's do this. All right, you ready? Can we make it full screen for y'all? Oh, yes, we can. Ready, chat? Let's do it. Cosmic, welcome on in, buddy. How are you? Hope all is well. I'm not seeing the sound move, and that could be because it's not the right one. No. You know what? I'll just do desktop sound. Edge is funny. I don't know why Edge doesn't just do its thing. Edge is foolish. Foolish, foolish Edge. And Chrome takes up too much resources. We should build our own AI web browser, even though Perplexity already made one called Comet. Let's go with desktop. It looks sweet. We want to get the sound. That's exactly what we want to do. So before we even do that, here we go. Desktop. And we want it to be this. Okay. Now this should work. Let's see. Yep. All right, cool. I know how to do. See, I know what I'm doing. All right, guys, ready for this? This is Robo's prompt. Again, chat, let me know a prompt you guys want for us to do. He's on top of the plane. So again, it's 8 seconds, right? Let's see this one. Hold on, sorry. You can hear the plane sounds, which is crazy, right? Like, that's the crazy part about it. Like, that VEO is so good at capturing the sound of something in the background and what's happening, which is bananas to even look at. And like I said, from here, if you wanted to, you can go ahead and then, where's the button? You can add to the scene and type something else in, like, okay, let's have Superman fly by. Doing things, hope things are good. Since I have a quick question, is there an estimated end time for the crown? The estimated time is going to be, it's going to be 6 rounds. So we start at 2, give or take by 6 p.m., 4 hours. Sometimes it's sooner than that. So that's what I'm going to tell you. I'm sorry, Cosmic. So about 4 hours, could be less, because people could just be snapping, or again, if you're not winning, you feel like you can't make it, you leave. So I say schedule yourself for about 4 hours. It definitely could be less, though. We've seen it less. This is not safe. It's not safe. Falcon landing from flying next to a watcher in the blue side of the mountain, and the watcher looks like the Falcon. Stay right there. Let's do it. Let's see. I'm going to do it. Going to copy that prompt. All right. So after this, let's see, because I believe if you extend it, it adds sound, or it doesn't add sound. But let's find out. Mark, welcome on back, buddy. We are doing some crazy things here. Your thing is complete, however. So it says it worked for 15 minutes. It did some awesome research to find out what is the best card list, especially for July 2025. That's today's date. So this is the card list for you. It has Mr. Fantastic, first steps, Surge, Fenris, Brood, Human Torch, Surfer, Killmonger, Negasonic, Gladiator, Shang-Chi, Galactic, Gwenpool, and Cannonball. Here is your list. Mark 5. Here's your winning deck, my friend. And I must say, we did play a list like this last night, and it is very powerful. It is a very powerful deck. So there you go, buddy. The number one deck to play right now is this one right here. It did a great job. We did play this last night. Somebody came in chat and gave it to me, and we were winning with it. So this is accurate. And it did all the research for you. So it did its work. It showed its work. Hey, let me show you what's going on here. Surfer, it's in the meta. Surge, Mr. Fantastic. Like, it did its work, buddy. For those who do snap content on deck breakdowns, this also can help them out. Shout out to my guy, Paul Sclazer, for Snap Judgments. He could use this if he wants to and actually get even deeper into the breakdown of the deck list. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. See, there you go, Mark. Victory. All right, let's go back to some VEO. Oh, where is it at? Here we go. Here's our project. Is it finished? Did it do its part? I don't know. Let's find out. It did do it. And it added sound, guys. And it's using IP characters. That is completely Superman and Spider-Man. That is crazy. Respect. Respect, VEO. All right. Let's go back and make another one. Let's go ahead and create a different one now. Let's go back here. Okay. Oh, wait. It did another one? Oh, no, that would be the second. Nah, I don't like this one. I like the first one we did. That's fine. All right, cool. All right. You wanted a falcon landing from flying next to the Watcher on the blue side of the mountain. Okay, let's see what we get. You can, yes, Robo. You can upload a meme and it will animate it. I don't know if you realize, you saw the videos with the CEO who got caught with his mistress from HR. Did you see those videos where the camera pans and he like throws her and then he runs off? That was using VEO. Yes, just 100%. It did not take in consideration the plane. It kind of did on this one, the second one that we chose. Spider-Man's 20 feet tall. Chat, you guys crack me up. That is the truth. It is. The Spider-Man is something else. Spider-Man is indeed something else. Yes. Yes. Tekken Sage. Oh, the Infinite can get mad. I'm cheating on it. I like that. I actually like that. I should do that. I should upload this. Let's see what you gave me here. This is YouTube. Oh, no, this is Chrome. All right, let me see what Chrome gives me. Let me see what you want me to upload. Robo, using up all the prompts, buddy. You should let other people use their prompts, Robo. What kind of... Gosh. I have to start charging people to use prompts. Because Robo's taking up all the prompt time. All right, we'll do that next, Robo. I got you. All right, let's go ahead and look at this video from Harris. What you wanted to make it full screen. All right, Dead Man, take a look.
Show me.
That's the Watcher. I'm messing with you, Robo.
Show
Key
me.
to log in. Okay. And let's look at this one.
Show me.
Did you ask it to say show me? Let me read this prompt. Yeah, you did ask it to say show me. Oh no, did we type that in ourselves? Falcon next to the Watcher, blue side of the moon. The Watcher looks at Falcon in the days that says show me. Okay, he does say that. Okay. Okay, so I'm still working on the setup. Spotify API connection API. I asked Lovable to request the currently running on emulator. Ooh, okay. All right, let's go, Sleepy Link. Today we were working on AI agents from ChatGPT, which is some awesome things for us. Being able to search out the best places to go and flight to get to Nevis. We also did things like show us the best 20 top 20 snap creators. What's the best snap deck. We also went it to do a research and find out certain things, a bunch of things. So what we learned is that the AI agents is a cool tool from ChatGPT. You can connect your email and your calendar to it, and it can email for you. It can add things to your calendar for you. It's basically a digital assistant. Very awesome, very cool way to use AI. And I think that's the way AI should be used, right? You should be able to tell AI, hey, I have a blank coming up in the next few weeks. I need you to go out and book this for me. I'm gluten tolerant. Make sure this, and this. And it does all the things for you. So that's what we did first, smooth out. And now we're utilizing Google's VEO3 to make some videos, 8-second clips. It utilizes sound very well, and it also does dialogue. Falcon got what? Yeah, he sure did. I had a little research to figure out what I needed for the Android specific, but the tool is working. You gotta add that tool into the Discord, man. You got to. Bat Night, welcome on in. All right. Can the agent hit infinite for you? I'm about to tell it to do that, Wayne Brady. Since you got jokes, I'm gonna say log into my Marvel Snap account and take me to infinite. All right. Somebody give me another prompt. Robo said, upload and make this. Okay, where's my upload button? There we go. Frames to video. All right. So wait, not frames. Yes, frames. Yeah. Let's upload an image. All right. So got to make sure it's not too private. Okay. Yep, this is what we want. Wait, hold on. Can I just generate the video from text to frames? Okay, I did this wrong. Hold on. I don't want frame. I just want the image. Huh. Like I've seen it do it before. Is this it? Animate. Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta do a VO2. Okay, yeah, we're not doing with VO2. So that's the difference. It's not ready on VO3. You can do it on VO2 though. All right, somebody give me another prompt. Yeah, it doesn't do it. It does it on VO2. That's what it looks like. I thought you could do it on VO3, but it clearly said to me just now. Okay, you know what? Maybe we go to VO itself. Maybe we do that. Actually, I think I have it here already. In Gemini. Nope, that won't work. It's in the wrong one. So nope, that won't work because I'm not signed into my account with it. So my Flow account is signed in with the right account. I'm sure it does. Somebody have another prompt for me that they want me to type in? I want to try it in my other browser, Robo. I'll let you know right now. Yes. So actually don't for VO3 you don't. If you are a student, you get it for free. I got my certification in Google AI, so I have ways of getting it, and there's other ways that you can get it right now. But yes, this is a paid service, especially this one, the VO3. It's I think 150 a month to start. I think after that becomes 200. And for the agent for ChatGPT is only 20 bucks a month. Well, there's 3 tiers. 20 bucks a month, $30 a month if you have like business version, and then $200 a month for the pro version. all of those versions you can do the AI agents on. So whatever you, but it has to be a paid version of ChatGPT. All right, let me go ahead and try to add it on this. While you guys come up with a prompt, you want me to add to the VEO screen. I'm going to say, use this. Okay, here we go. Does it let me do it? Send. Nope. Nobody has anything they want me to play. Oh, I got to pause this. All right, got you. All right, I think it's generating the video on the other side. Let's see. Charizard surfing a wave of donuts. All right, let's do it. Father and son rabbit. Okay, let's do this. All right, so it's trying to make the video from that image. So let's see what it does there. I like that. Let's do it. I'm down for that. We're going to do smooth ops. Well, let's see if I can do smooth ops while this is running. I can't, so we're good there. And I can do... All right, so it looks like we got Charizard all done. Which one do we want to try? Let's see this one first. Okay, well, there you go, Brady. It did exactly what you said with the sound. All right, and then we were Father Rabbit. Wow, burning. This one is very, very sad. I was dark. I was very dark there, Smooth Out. Very dark. Very dark there, Smooth Out. All right, well, that's something else. I'm fantastic, Bad Night. How are you? Oh, wow, look at the Robo plays. This is so good. Robo, you ready? All right, Robo, that's you, 100%. All right, we're gonna save this, and that should be your opening for your stream. You got plans? I love it, my friend. I love it. So yeah, guys, as you can see, again, another AI tool that again makes life a little bit easier for us humans, right? Not to replace us, because clearly you cannot replace humans, right? Because you can see some of this stuff is not as accurate as you want it to be, right? But you can still do certain things. Can you submit images? You can, and that's what's weird, because Again, I believe you may have to do it on a different side because look, you can say ingredients for video and we can pick an image and say animate this image, but it wants to switch to VO2. Let's see what happens when we do it. Let's see. It's acting dumb so it can take over later. Stay in school indeed, kids. Please stay in school. It could be acting dumb. It could be. It could be playing possum, right? It's playing possum and then it will, attack. But no, VO3 is a very interesting thing, right? You can get as detailed as let's talk to ChatGPT real quick. Now let's ask ChatGPT. Give us a very story-driven action scene of a James Bond-like human running through the streets of. I'm putting Neva, see what it does. Prompt to add to VO3. Jeez Louise, you see this? Like this is what let's see what it gives us with this madness right here. All right, let's do it. Maybe if we did VO3 quality and not fast, it probably could do the image. Let's see what happens. Yes, April Fools, that is correct. That's what everybody has done. After OpenAI, everybody's taking their own tools and doing exactly that. You're absolutely right. I need a new image profile, but can you ask the AI to make one for you? 100%. The question is, what do you want it to be, Bat Knight? Like, should I just say, create me a Bat Knight logo? I could do that too. Let's do it. Can you create me? Actually, we won't use this. I have another company, another thing I use called Midjourney. Let me see if I have the login for it, and I can log into my Midjourney account. Midjourney is a better tool, or even Dolly. Let's use Dolly. You know what? Let's use Dolly. I'm not even gonna. Let's go to tools. Can I use this Dolly here? Sora's here. No Dolly. Okay, let's close you back. An MA. What do they call that? Not screen. What's that? What do you ask for? Profile picture. Profile picture. I can't spell today. For Bat Knight. All right, see what it does there when it's creating it for you. Would you like me to proceed? Yes. All right, Bat Knight, let's see what it does for you. Let's go back to some VO and see what's going on here. All right, so Robo, here's the image. Nope, there it is. So like I said, VO2 has no sound, so it animated it looking like this. Yo, Andy, welcome on in. We got a raid from Smoke Packs. Welcome on in, Raiders. I'm Ken. Today we are doing the tech talk. All right, so we are going over some AI awesomeness. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, indeed. Welcome on in, guys. What is this? Okay. All right. It did its thing. Let's see what this one looks like. That's interesting because I think that island is definitely Nevis with the peak up there. Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, it did its thing. Raiders again, welcome on in. Smoke Packs, thank you for the raid. Every Monday night, we do a episode of Tech Talk where we talk about technology here on this channel. Today, we're talking about AI agents. In particular, ChatGPT put out a new AI agent, and this AI agent does awesome things. It allows you to type in something like a digital assistant, and it goes out and does it for you. Say, hey, go check out movies for Fantastic Four, the best movie theaters. Book me a ticket for me and my son, add it to my calendar, and then email his mom that we're going to the movies X whatever day. And it does it for you. That is a cool thing about agents. Agents are super awesome. And again, it's very non-intrusive. It is secure, kind of. Do not put your credit card information in. Do not put your logins for your information. I'm going to say this all the time. It comes with connectors. It comes with APIs. Use those connectors, guys. No matter what, use those connectors. If the connectors are not working, the agent will say, hey, do you want to take control? Take control and do your thing. Do not put in your credit card information. Can you put your credit card information in? Yes, you can, but do not do that. Use the connectors, all right? The connectors are a more secure way to get things done. Is it coming for Cino? It's not coming for Cino. Stop it. And then after that, we went over to VEO3. VEO3 is Google's top, one of the best video generators with accurate sound and dialogue. This is the first time AI is able to do this. Is about a month or so ago. VEO3 came out and shocked the world with its 8-minute clips. Yes, you can add on to it like we did earlier, but this is exactly what it is. Cino GPT, we can make it happen. We can make Cino GPT happen. Make sure it's most secure. I believe it. So, I mean, that prompt is pretty good. It did exactly what we wanted to do. A suave, short suit, secret agent, James Bond style running through. I mean, it did its thing. Black SUV. Okay, it did its thing. Fantastic. All right, you're welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. That's funny. That's funny. We're gonna ask the agent. Bat Night, here you go, buddy. Do you like any of these, Bat Night? If you do, I will save them and send it to you. I mean, these looks good to me, especially this one that's almost done. Bat Night, let me know you're in chat still. It's pretty sick. It is indeed pretty sick. Bat Night, are you still here? All right, we'll see if Bat Night comes back. Let's go ahead and continue on our VO journey. All right, we have about a couple minutes left. The first one looks cool. All right, I'm gonna send you both either way once it's done, and you can make it do what it do, Bat Night. All right. Any more prompts, guys? Any more prompts? Again, go to the Discord. In my Discord, we have a games only section, and then we have a AI section, and we have both. If you guys want to join the Discord and just be a part of the Marvel Snap community and other games that we play, check out the gaming section. If you want to get into the AI and strictly AI, click on the AI button and you get all the AI channels. If you want both, you can do that as well. In the AI channels, we will be doing awesome things. I'm going to have awesome codes like the one above me. You guys can try out things for free. All right. We're going to have cool members coming in and putting in their prompts and, saying, hey, here's the tools that I built. Again, Lovable, something that we did last week, and people are building tools at Lovable like this. It is a cool way to get things done, a cool way to get your ideas out there. Because again, back in the day, you didn't have these tools with you, so the ideas you had probably went to the wayside. With Lovable, as of today, you can build whatever your mind can think about. So definitely check it out. If you want to see it, a what fish? My next thing is smart enough to make a small documentary. Like, can you show deep sea life? Okay, I believe it can. Let's see if it can. You want to see an anglerfish? Um, show me a, oh no, create a documentary on deep sea life, starting with the anglerfish. Hold on. I should have changed the quality too fast, but it's all right. Let's do his thing. Can I change it? Can I change it? Can I do it? I can't do it. Let me do his thing. You know what? Somebody asked that. You know what? Somebody did ask that. Let's ask a question. Let's see. Let's ask the agent. Now, if this works, chat, don't do it. If this works, I'm going to turn this all off. Like, I'm not going to show anybody this because that's not how you play Snap. So with the agent, like I said, it creates its own virtual desktop every time, and it starts to do its research. You can see exactly in real time what it's doing by scrolling across that bar at the bottom. Now, again, this is super fun. The only way you get access to the agent is you pay either 20 bucks a month, be part of a ChatGPT team with your business, or pay $200 a month if you're a pro user. The difference between the 20 and the 200 is, I believe, 40 agent prompts a month versus 400 agent prompts a month. Okay. So that's things you have to take in consideration when trying to use these tools. You're right. I don't think you need the $400 a month. I mean, $200 a month, unless you're a pro AI user. So for 20 bucks a month with ChatGPT, I think that's more than enough. Um, so what this is doing is it can't do it for us. What it can do, however, is do a research and show us the best decks to get us to infinite as of July 21st, 2025. So that's what it's doing right now, chat, as you guys can see there. And my friend, create an opening for a documentary about the greatest wrestler, Kurt Angle. Okay. I like that. And there go your anglerfish. Yes, you can. You can animate idea of certain draw styles. Yes, that man, give me an idea of a draw style. All right. Robo, here you go, buddy. Take a look. You know what's interesting? I wonder if, like, we should have added a voice. Welcome. So look how clean that is, right? Somebody can then take this and build on top of it, right? So if we said add a scene to it, right? And we said, all right, so yeah, we still have our old scenes, right? Which is funny that we still have our old scenes. How can I delete these scenes? Let's just add on top of this and go. Let's go to, I don't know. Let's see what happens. The rendering is insane. Look how beautiful that look. How clean that look. That is crazy. And like I said, in the news, I'm going to talk about tomorrow on the YouTube channel. Somebody on a Netflix movie used AI to handle their a certain scene in the film that would have cost them a ton of money, and nobody knew. Like it was done so well. And I believe they use this or another tool. There are other cool tools out there too, guys. I'm going to be talking about a lot and putting in the Discord and on YouTube. that are free, right? You don't have to pay for it, 100% free, and does amazing things. So I'm showing you these products because these are the ones that I've been using the most and been testing out the most. But there are some cool free alternatives that you guys might want to look at. But as April Fools mentioned before, um, I only recommend the ones that are most relevant because some are just people who was like, oh, OpenAI did this, we'll do this and get some type of backing behind it, blah, blah, blah. OpenAI is the pioneer in it, but of course, there are some other cool ones. Google Gemini, of course. We have Claude that does cool things. We have Grok, right, from Elon. So these are things you can think about. That's right, PLG. That is correct. My agent does it all for me. All right, let's see what we got. That wasn't, I should have made it more dramatic. So we start off with Spider-Man, Superman flying on a Superman, Spider-Man singing or playing the saxophone on a plane, and then Superman flying, and then we go into the anglerfish. Like that sound. I like that sound. And then we go to the shark. All right, there we go. All right, so let's go back to what we had going on before, and that was the Kurt Angles. What happened here? Why did they? This is very odd, but we're gonna have to play. We have to push play here, guys. I don't hear anything. Did I mute? Yeah, I did. Okay. Wow. That's not how his voice sounds. Or looks like it sounds. Interesting. All right, what happened here? It failed generating. Let's redo it. All right, I want show me a video of people dressed in a mango suit singing R&B. All right, see what happens there. And they basically said, we can't log in and do that for you, but here's some decks that can get you some high win rates. High Evil, Fantastic Car, Scream Move, Point Surfer, Merlin Clog, and Bullseye. There you go. Maybe we can't. Let's see. We can see if we can use celebrities because deep fakes is a problem in certain places. Okay, here's okay. Storm Vader. No, I got you. I'm gonna do this. See what comes up. Looks like the Kurt Angles one probably won't work because of the deep fake. Let's go ahead and try this. Glad you guys are enjoying. Like I said, every Monday night, we're doing this from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. That is the goal. We're a little bit over the time right now, but I'm happy you guys are here having a good time. Any questions, of course, leave a comment down below. We are going to upload this entire thing to YouTube. So those who couldn't make it on the live stream can see this live post on YouTube. All right, what we got going on here? Okay, we got people in mango outfits. Gonna sing some R&B. Let's see. Where's his mic? Did he get 2 mics just now? He sure, he sure did have 2 microphones. That was great. All right, what about this one? Okay. But they about to sing for us. I like that one much better. That was awesome. Oh, you can't hear? Oh, I'm so sorry, chat. All this time you guys can hear?
So juicy and bright, our flavor just grows. Sweet like a mango, that's how our love flows. Yeah. So juicy and bright, our flavor just grows. Sweet like a mango, that's how
You can't hear this one.
heart take flight. Juicy goodness, a tropical delight. Oh,
My bad,
mango,
Brady.
sweet and bright, you make my heart take flight. Juicy goodness, a tropical delight. Oh, mango.
Okay, here goes the storm. And I don't know what kind of watcher that is, but okay. Damn, man, that looks like you. We can put this, we can get some paint and make you this right here. Oh, that's cool how that storm pop up. Give me an ad for, come on guys, let's see what kind of ad we can make right here. Not Pepsi, give me something else. Give me an ad for Jif peanut butter. No problem, then, man. He's getting ready for Mortal Kombat facts. Dun, 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 dun. Goku versus Muhammad Ali. Let's do it. Diddy with a machine gun. Okay, see, this is why. This is why. See what happens? We're about to be banned from giving prompts. All right. I'll let y'all give me some more prompts and we're going to make it happen. For baby wipes for old people. All right. There you want to add for yours, old people. Ooh, that's dangerous, PLG. I'll be wanting to eat the peanut butter nonstop. I can smell it from miles away now. The funniest joke of all time. All right. We out here using serious compute power right now. There's energy being consumed with us doing this right here, which is crazy. Let's see if we can do it. All right. So first things first, the peanut butter ad. All right. Jif. I don't hear any sound, but that's a perfect ad. How did peanut butter get on his cheek? Oh my goodness. Did he just, okay. That's kind of scary. That is pretty perfect, actually. The opening of the cap and the putting it on the table and then this is a good job. All right, we got the wipes. Let's see what we got for the wipes.
Every wipe counts. Every wipe counts.
All right, that was not bad at all. Okay. I don't know what wipe that is, but okay.
Every wipe counts.
Did she just pull it out of thin air? I like that.
Every wipe counts.
Okay. All right. You asked for it. You got it. Okay. And you asked for Goku versus Muhammad Ali. It kind of look like Muhammad Ali, kinda. All right, let's get the funny jokes while the second one pops up. And let's see what we got here. Whoa. That's scary.
So I asked the AI to tell me the funniest joke ever, and it said, "Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything." So I asked the AI to tell me the funniest joke ever.
I'm gonna laugh because we definitely did ask it to do that. You regret what you're asking for. There you go. That was funny. All right, let's see what this one is.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
I get that one, but I like the other one better. Okay. All right. Not bad. No, it did a good job. It did a great job. Google's be like, Tech has all these crazy prompts in his stuff. All right. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Let's see. I'll take one more prompt for the road, guys. One more prompt for the road. I wonder if it knows who I am. I doubt it does, but we'll see. We'll see what Michael Jackson's selling gloves. I like that. That's a funny one. All right, there you go. That's the last one. That joke did come out good. That was a good one. Why does scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Touche there, touche. All right, let's see what we got. Don't forget, before we go, chat. Let me see what my son. Okay. So before we go, again, there's a prompt right above us. If you guys want to try out Lovable for yourself, make sure you scan that QR code and that Super Tech God. All right, I'm down for it. Let's see.
All right, everyone, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next stream. All right, everyone, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next.
I wonder if we could do a whole stream of just AI. It definitely did. 100% it did. 100% it did. I wonder if we could do that. A whole stream of AI. I'll upload my image, my picture, my video, and say, create an hour's worth of video of me talking to chat with topics like this, and this, and see if it makes that, and then just put it on stream and let it run. That would be interesting. And this one, definitely Super Tech Guy. I love the shirt.
All right, everyone, that's it for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.
Hey, I gotta have my own hype man now.
All right, everyone, that's it.
I'm about to tell Sino, we got Sino GPT now. Look at that. He got the Super Tech Guy shirt on. It's just amazing, guys. This is awesome. It's fantastic. All right, and the last one. The Michael Jackson did not work, buddy. Did not allow us to do deep fakes. It looks like, so that was a wrap. All right, so before we do that, it's spot on, 100% spot on. All right, so we did some cool things here. Pretty awesome. Appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead before we sign off and get the music back on for y'all. And let's fix that camera. All right. All right, guys, it was fun. Thank you guys for hanging out again for another live episode of Tech Talk. We do this every Monday starting at 8 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. We were a little bit over 2 hours this week, but what we learned today was the AI agents from ChatGPT are pretty decent, pretty good actually. Being able to give it prompts and tasks to handle, and you can walk away, get coffee, sip, do whatever you need to, and it comes back and tells you and gives you the information. That's pretty good. Digital assistants, here we come. I'm all here for it, and I cannot wait to see what the next step is. Of course, I do build private um, chat agents for those who are looking for any, whether you want to build your own Discord bot or you want to take it to your business and be able to ask it questions that only your business knows. I can go ahead and build that for you. So, of course, reach out to me. The email is there. And we also went and dived into Google's VEO3, making 8-second clips 4K with sound, both audio for dialogue and audio for the things around in the background. VEO3 is something great, and we cannot wait to see what the next step is. Now, if you guys don't know what the cost is for all this stuff, of course, you need to have at least a pro level for ChatGPT to use as agents. And for VEO3, you need to be a student to be able to get the preview of it for free, or, of course, pay for the highest tier of Gemini. All right, guys, don't forget we do have Lovable. Link is also in the description below, which allows you to build whatever you think it is. And, again, we have a Discord. I'll leave a link down below. You guys can go ahead, hang out with other AI creative minds like yourself. Again, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate chat being here. As always, you guys are amazing. Raleigh, welcome on in. I appreciate you guys to the max. Again, if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, technology, AI, anything in that realm, let me know in a comment down below, and I'll make sure to discuss it on next week's episode of the Tech Talk. All right, guys. Thanks again. Peace.